This is a review for the Dyson Gen5detect. The Gen5detect's airflow was measured at 55 CFM. Its suction was measured at 114 inches of water lift. These are both well above average results for a cordless vacuum. The Gen5detect is also able to maintain very high airflow and suction over time because it uses 14 concentric cyclones to filter out fine debris and drop it back down into its bin before it can get to and clog up its premotor filter. In our flour clog test, the Gen5detect picks up the flour without issue, and after the test, we see almost none of the flour deposited on its filter. Compare this result to that of a vacuum that doesn't have multiple cyclones to filter out fine debris. This Tinco's premotor filter is heavily clogged up with fine debris after the same test. The results of this test indicate that vacuums with multiple cyclones, like the Gen5detect, are much better able to maintain suction and require much less filter maintenance than vacuums that lack multiple cyclones, like the Tinco. Cleaner head design is a critical factor when it comes to pickup of surface level debris. The Gen5detect has exactly the same cleaner head as the V15detect. This head has a gated design. The gates can be set to a fully closed, partially closed, or open position, depending on application. Set to a fully closed position, the cleaner head seals better to the surface, which provides better deep cleaning performance. Set to a fully open position, the cleaner head lets through more large debris. The middle or partially closed position offers a combination of good sealing for a good deep cleaning performance and lets through some large debris. This is the setting most users will use most of the time. In our carpet stress test, the Gen5detect pushes forward quite a bit of larger debris with its cleaner head gate set to the middle position. It also pushes forward some large debris, even with these gates set to a fully open position. Note that we're testing here with a large quantity of large debris over a single pass. In the real world, you're likely to have less large debris to pick up and can therefore line up the cleaner head gates better to pick up large debris better than what is demonstrated in these tests. In our hard floor stress test, the vacuum again struggles a bit with large debris. Even with its cleaner head gates set to a fully open position, large debris can get stuck in the areas around the two gates. Like it did on carpet, the vacuum picks up fine debris without issue, but does struggle a bit with large debris on hard floors, with its standard multi-floor cleaner head. The Gen5detect also comes with a soft roller cleaner head. This cleaner head doesn't struggle at all with large debris, and it also illuminates what would otherwise be non-visible fine debris. Equipped with this soft roller cleaner head, the Gen5detect is one of the best cordless vacuums we've tested for cleaning hard floors. The Gen5detect is also one of the best cordless deep cleaning vacuums we've tested. In our carpet deep clean test, it picked up 80% of debris after being pushed back and forth 3 times over an area of carpet embedded with fine debris. This puts it in a tie for first place in this test with several other cordless vacuums we've tested. Another component of our hard floor testing is our crevice test. And in this test, the Gen5detect was also a top performer. It gets a very good seal to the floor, even with its cleaner head gate set to the middle, only partially closed position. Moving on to battery life and performance, the Gen5detect was tested to run for 12.5 minutes on high and 26.5 minutes on medium. It's also able to maintain excellent performance on medium. For example, it picked up 70% of debris in our carpet deep clean test on medium versus 80% of debris on high power. The Gen5detect also comes with a swappable battery, though it doesn't come with an extra battery like the Gen5 outsize. The Gen5detect features high-quality seals and a HEPA post-motor filter, and so it easily passed our debris containment test. We didn't observe any fog leaking or exhausting out of the vacuum during this test. We do want to note here that most other Dysons also have a HEPA post-motor filter, but Gen5 models have larger, even more restrictive filters. The Gen5 filter has been tested to remove 99.99% of particles as small as 0.1 microns. Older Dysons with this purple filter have only been tested to remove 99.99% of particles as small as 0.3 microns. Both of these filters are very good quality, and both of them filter extremely small particles with very high efficiency. However, the Gen5 filter is touted by Dyson as being the better, even more efficient filter. In our long hair pickup tests, the Gen5detect's brush roll tangled with only a single strand of 8-inch long hair, but tangled with about 50 to 60% of 14-inch long hair. Its 8-inch result is better than average, and its 14-inch result is right around average. To evaluate this vacuum's ease of use, we think it might be helpful to compare it to its predecessor, the V15detect. The Gen 5 Detect's main body is about a half a pound heavier than the V15's main body. Its wand is also about a third of a pound heavier because it contains an integrated brush and crevice tool. However, the difference in handling and comfort is negligible between these two Dysons. Both of them are easy to maneuver around furniture, and both of them are comfortable to hold as handheld vacuums as well. Compared to the V15, the Gen 5 Detect does add the integrated brush and crevice tool, which makes these tools easier to use than on the V15. On the V15, you have to clip the tools onto the wand to carry them with you, and you have to remove them from the clip and then install them onto the front of the vacuum to use them. With the Gen 5 Detect, these tools are much easier to access and use. The Gen 5 Detect also adds a power button. You can press this button once to power on and keep the vacuum powered on. You have to keep the V15's trigger pulled to keep it powered on. The Gen 5 Detect also adds a more dynamic particle meter. The bars in the meter move left to right and right to left, so you can easily tell when it's not picking up any debris anymore. The bars on the V15 meter only go up, so you have to look at the very small count of debris and check that it stops to confirm that you're not picking up any debris anymore. Both vacuums have exactly the same bin size with a maximum measured capacity of 500 milliliters, and this is a relatively average size for a cordless vacuum dustbin. Summarizing all of the pros and cons for this vacuum, the Gen 5 Detect has excellent airflow and suction for a cordless vacuum. It's also able to maintain suction very well over time because its pre-motor filter doesn't clog easily with fine debris. This vacuum picks up most types of debris well on carpet and hard floors with its standard cleaner head, and picks up all types of debris well on hard floors with its soft roller cleaner head. It also performed very well in our carpet deep clean test and in our hard floor crevice test. It provides excellent battery life, still with very good performance on medium power. We also really like its integrated brush and crevice tool, and the fact that it has a power button instead of a trigger that you have to pull to keep the vacuum powered on. The only real negative for the Gen 5 Detect is its pickup of large debris. It struggled a bit picking up especially large debris with its standard multi-floor cleaner head in our carpet stress test and in our hard floor stress test. You do have the option of switching to the soft roller cleaner head to pick up large debris better on hard floors, but you don't have that option on carpet. Moving on to general recommendations, we currently recommend the Dyson Gen5 Outsize as the best cordless vacuum on the market. A big reason why we recommend it as the best vacuum is because it's the best Dyson, with all of the latest Gen 5 features, and it comes with a large oversized bin and cleaner head, which allows you to clean any particular space up to 25% faster than you can with a standard size cleaner head. If you don't want or need the oversized dustbin and cleaner head of the Gen 5 Outsize, the standard size Gen 5 Detect is an excellent alternative. The Gen 5 Detect has all of the same Gen 5 features as the Gen 5 Outsize. Both models have a slightly better post-motor filter than other Dysons, a slightly more responsive particle meter than other Dysons with a particle meter, an on-off button, and an integrated crevice and brush tool. They both have very similar power and perform very similarly in our pickup tests. The Gen 5 Detect is just a smaller, more compact version of the Gen 5 Outsize. Again, our overall recommendation as the best cordless vacuum on the market is the Gen 5 Outsize. The Gen 5 Detect is the best standard size alternative. See the description of this video for links to buy these vacuums, as well as a link to the latest updated list of all of the cordless vacuums we recommend, and thank you for watching.